One of Kazakhstan's most famous apples is making a comeback. Once a symbol of Almaty, the legendary Aport nearly disappeared from the orchards where it had been growing for generations. Now, after years of scientific research, Kazakhstan is working to bring it back on a larger scale, with over 100 hectares of new Aport orchards planned by 2028. Our reporter has more.
This is Almaty Aport, famous for its size, distinctive taste and aroma. But growing one like this is no easy task. An Aport tree can take 8 or even 9 years to bear fruit, and it needs very specific conditions to thrive. This is one reason why the famous apple became increasingly rare. Now Kazakhstan is working to bring it back on a much larger scale. The revival is already moving from the laboratory to the orchard. 10 hectares of new Aport trees have been planted, with more to follow under Kazakhstan's national revival program. But getting to this point took more than 2 decades of research. Since 2003, scientists have searched the mountains around Almaty for surviving old Aport trees, collecting samples at altitudes of up to 1,200 meters. They then studied their genetics and paired selected materials with the wild severe apple, one of the ancestors of today's cultivated apple, to develop new planting material. That research is now forming the basis for bringing Aport orchards back on a larger scale.
Сейчас уже Институтом плодовощеводства уже в прошлом году посажено.
Last year, the Institute of Fruit and Vegetable Growing planted seedlings grafted onto a new rootstock derived from the wild Sever's apple tree, covering an area of 10 hectares. Starting in 2026-2027, another 10 hectares will be planted each year, and the total area will continue to increase systematically this way. Under this program, the total area will eventually reach 100 hectares. After that, the seedlings we have grown and cultivated can be propagated on a much larger scale. In this way, we can ensure that the head of state's directive to restore the Aport apple will be fulfilled.
Мы можем гарантировать, что по восстановлению Апорта поручение главы государства будет выполнено.
Reviving the variety is not part of the challenge. The next step is to make Aport commercially viable again. The government is preparing subsidies for farmers to help cover the cost of planting new orchards. The apple is also gaining international recognition. Aport has been selected as Kazakhstan's priority product under the UN Food and Agriculture Organization's One Country, One Priority Product initiative, which promotes agricultural products closely linked to a country's geography, culture, and heritage.
The Aport has the potential to become a premium niche product associated with Kazakhstan, rather than competing only as a conventional mass market product. Its distinctive qualities, historical reputation, and strong connection to Kazakhstan provide a compelling origin story that could be attractive to consumers. International recognition would require consistent quality and the production volumes, of course. Authentic, healthy planting material, clear product specifications, traceability, and the proper certification.
For now, the focus remains on rebuilding the orchards and producing enough healthy planting material. The new trees will take years to mature, but expanding nursery production could eventually support much larger areas of Aport orchards, giving Kazakhstan's historic apple a chance to return not only to its traditional foothills, but potentially to a wider market. Nuray Aslabek, Liliana Erkpayeva, New Time.